I hate to admit it, but I was a little bit brainwashed by Mexico. I thought I'm going to be robbed every week, kidnapped every month, or harassed every day by pickpockets or beggars. To be honest, before I came here, I heard many warnings from my friends who were concerned about my safety coming to Mexico. Thanks to the popular movies and series, many people have somewhat biased idea about Mexico. And that image is not necessarily very good because our imagination is filled with pictures of crime, drug cartels, and corruption. While those are real problems, it's nothing I had to be worried about. I was totally wrong. On the contrary, Mexico City has been really safe for the 3 months I've been here. In fact, I am becoming convinced that I want to stay here permanently. Because the food is really tasty, people are friendly, the weather is perfect, the cost of living is cheaper than in Europe or US, and now I also have a girlfriend. In this video, I'm going to talk about my thoughts and experiences after 3 months of living in Mexico City. If we meet for the first time, I'm Marcus from Finland. I'm a self-employed copywriter and I've been living in a few countries and traveled around the world before moving to Mexico. A lot has happened since my last video. Anyone who wants to travel to Mexico, I think the best month is October because the rainy season of summer has ended. So you have a lot of sunny days and warm evenings. We had a lively October with my friend from Finland as we roamed through Roma, Juarez, ZONA, ROSA, and other places around the center. To name a few highlights, PLAZA GARIBALDI is a great place to visit during the evenings when local people come to eat and drink in the open-air cantinas while listening to the groups of mariachis. ZONA ROSA in Juarez is a very hip and popular neighborhood where you can find international cuisine, bars, terraces, and Korean shops. We love soju. But that's a story for another time. Make sure you try michelada if you want to add some flavor to your beer. Going outside the center, one of my favorite experiences so far has been the visit to XOCHIMILCO, a remnant of a complex waterway system from pre-Columbian time. Before, the waterways were used to transport people and goods, but now XOCHIMILCO is a very popular destination for having parties and good time on small boats that can hold about 20 people. You can also see boats full of mariachis playing traditional songs for other groups. To visit, you can take an Uber, and once you reach the boats, you'll meet eager guides to sell you the trip. Try mezcal and pulque to have a good time. Football is very popular here, and seeing a match in one of the stadiums is a great experience, even if you don't know much about the sport like me. For October, I was staying in La Roma Norte, which is full of nice restaurants, beautiful architecture, and lovely parks. One of the best ways to meet new people here is by going to salsa lessons. MARKETEATRO in La Roma is an excellent option if you want to join a basic lesson for beginners and have fun meeting people from all different countries. October was also the month for the famous Dia de Muertos, Day of the Dead, and we went to the historical center to see the parade, but there's so much people that it's impossible to get close to the parade or see anything. Either you have to come really early to find a free spot or have an access to a terrace or rooftop that is close to the main street for the parade. Maybe next year we'll have a better spot. However, I had a chance to experience the real local event in the Mixquic Pantheon on the outskirts of the city, thanks to Ricardo, who invited me to the cemetery with a group of travelers. There, local people beautifully decorate the graves of their deceased family members, light up candles, and burn an incense called copal. This ancient, sweet-smelling incense is used as a guide for the dead to find their way back and visit the living. Many families spend hours gathered around the graves, tending the candles, eating, and talking. Some even stay over the night. There were thousands of people in this small town, and getting in the cemetery was a little challenging because they mostly let only the families in. If you want to go, find a group to go with a local guide. It's a long drive, but it's totally worth it for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. For November, I was staying in Roma Sur on a street which is somewhat famous because it's the same street where they filmed the movie called Roma, directed by
Alfonso Cuarón,
who's famed for movies like Gravity and Children of Men. I didn't watch it yet. The southern part of Roma is calmer and more residential. There is a nice market called MERCADO, MELCHOR, OCAMPO, where you can find all types of local fruit, meat and fish, and also flowers, household items, and decorations, and so on. I often spend time in the nearby park, Jardín Ramón López Velarde, where I also recorded the previous video. Getting around in Mexico City is super easy. As a European, I am accustomed to walk a few miles every day, but if I want to go anywhere further, I can just grab a metro or a metro bus, which is always nearby, connecting the hubs around the city. Roma, Juarez, and Condesa are more upscale and expensive areas, so if you plan to stay longer, you might look further out for accommodation because Airbnb rents are quite high for these colonies. In November, I also had the chance to attend a beautiful music event where I heard El Mulu, Ceci Juno, and Alejandro and Maria Laura play wonderful songs in a homely setting. Follow them all on Instagram for good music. Another lovely place to visit in Mexico City that is a bit further in the south is called Coyoacán. It is an old village which was swallowed by the growing megacity, but Coyoacán still has its small village charm, and it's a very popular place to walk around, browse the bazaars, and have a tasty meal during the weekends. Similarly, if you go west from the historical center, you'll find Santa Maria la Ribera, which is a picturesque spot with a beautiful kiosk that was built for the World Fair in 1884. Around the surrounding park, you can find many cozy restaurants for a tasty and cheap dinner. And of course, the historical center itself is worth visiting. You'll find many wide avenues designated only for pedestrians, and the main square, Zocalo, which is surrounded by the presidential palace and the cathedral, is a must-see. Just be aware that the rooftop restaurants around the main square are real tourist traps with really high prices. All in all, life here is good. I've made some friends. I'm slowly improving my Spanish and eating out almost every day because it's so affordable and tasty. For now, I can stay for another 2 months and then I need to briefly fly to another country to come back and extend my stay. Opposite to my original plans, I did not go to Oaxaca yet. Honestly, there has been too much to do and see in the capital, and I still need to figure out some things for my work. So hopefully next year I have a better chance to travel around in this big country and enjoy also other locations. I would call myself an experienced traveler, but every day I try to remind myself that my life in Mexico is amazing. Because it really is. Here I can breathe freely. Ask me any questions if you're curious about what I do or you're looking forward into staying a while in Mexico or more permanently, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you around.